Alright, we got a little bling and a Velk. HP Ruby Droplet. I would assume he's going to start with a Valk, so I should probably... Could start with the Jeweled Sapphire Whelpling. I'm going to start with the Jeweled Sapphire Whelpling, see what he does. Okay, he started with the Valk. So I can just stun him. I think... Can I attack him? My Whelpling isn't very useful against the mechanical. But I intend to take the Curse of Doom and Haunt if he has it on my Snapdragon. He's not passing. Might be a new pet battler. Let's bring in the aquatic now. Okay. I'm assuming he'll bring in Little Bling. And try to inflation for that haunt. So the obvious choice is bring my mechanical. I do weak damage to the ruby droplet, and Dibbler's pretty much the only pet that's going to be remotely decent versus his mechanical. Well, that's not true. So my dragon is terrible versus mechanicals. My snapdragon is okay, but I buff their damage. And while I have Haunt up, I don't want him to obviously put Shatter Defenses on me. So he's about to be out of inflation, so the last round I'm going to root him so that he can't swap to his elemental, which he was probably wanting to do. If I go for a drill charge, I think it's better if I just go for Toxic Smoke. I think what I want to do here is probably trade Dibbler for his mechanical, because I think that I win this 2v2 easily. I don't think I die here. Yeah, I still got plenty of HP. And I can go first on drill charge. I could actually save Dibbler for later, but I don't know if that's worth taking free damage on somebody else. It might just be in my best interest to let him kill me so that I get a free swap. Yeah, I don't really see Dibbler being all that useful later on. About the only thing he has is drill charge, which could be weak damage versus the elemental, so we will sacrifice him there, and then I guess the Snapdragon's a pretty good option here because I can just kill him with lightning, take weak damage, and then if he throws up a Curse of Doom, I could maybe dive it later. Even if I'm taking it on the back line, it'll be really weak damage because it'll be nerfed by his undead racial. Okay, so he's taking weak damage from that lightning. That was actually pretty clever. I didn't think he would take that swap there. Well played. But I think I'm too far ahead for it to matter. Um, Probably has decoy. I'm sorry, bubble, which I don't have a decoy or a bubble breaker. Okay, do I swap here? I think I'll just keep attacking him. Both of these attacks are going to be not very effective versus my aquatic because, well, absorb does weak damage, and then acid touch is a dot, and my racial reduces dots by 50%. So yeah, this is just a really rough matchup for him. He can't really do much. Could go for dive. I think I will keep attacking him for now. I don't really want to go for dive if he decides to swap in his Valk on the same turn. And then what I can do is save dive for drain blood here. Actually, I don't need to. I just kind of just win by spamming water jet here. Spamming 444. Yeah. That was a pretty good matchup for me. I think Call Lightning takes him out. I kind of want to try playing with JSW a bit more. I feel like he could be decent versus anomalous teams, maybe. But it's hard to say. A lot of anomalous teams are paired with like darkness pets or humanoids that have sandstorm, and then they have hard-hitting attacks versus my dragon. So maybe if I could find like a good beast to pair with him. I'll come back to that later. I'm trying to try out different strategies that can take on Anomalous, because I feel like I queued to him probably half my games in this battle group. So I'm going to try to pick another team here. Not too worried about countering that guy. I don't think I'll get him again, probably. Even if I do, it's not a very... Well, it's kind of more fun pets than, like, S-tier pets. So let's see if I can find a fun-looking team. Okay, so if I have Mr. Delver, then I have a bubble and a decoy breaker. That could be nice. But he is weak to elementals. But I do have aquatic damage here. Trunks isn't going to be fantastic versus mechanicals. I guess technically my Rose Typin has a decoy breaker too. He has puncture wound. Um, Yeah, let's keep this team. It looks like fun. I don't know how well it'll do if I get a rematch. Ah, we did get a rematch. Uh-oh. Okay. Maybe I should have thought a little more carefully before I picked a team. Because he does have bubble to deal with Trunks, which is going to be annoying. And he also has, I'm assuming, extra plating with a mechanical to basically take no damage from my gimmick combo. I think what I'll do... I think I will... This is going to be unlikely, I think, that I win. Maybe he'll mess up and use like a Curse of Doom into Blinding Poison. Let's see. He played pretty well last game, so... Okay, he went for Haunt. He did that last time too, before going for Curse of Doom. Think I'll dot him while he's blinded. Just in case he decided to swap. He might go for a Curse of Doom. I think I'll go for Puncture Wound. I don't think it's worth waiting until I have my Beast Racial. Oh, he might go for Curse of Doom now, and if I bring in Gurgle, that will suck. I think it's just what I have to do. I have to hope he doesn't go for Curse of Doom. Ow, he got a crit. Okay, well, let's stun him. We have a dot rolling. And let's Lucky Dance. Gurgle's a pretty decent matchup versus Ruby Droplet. I just don't have a decoy breaker. But, I'm already like 30% HP. This guy does not like pressing the pass button. Okay, I'm assuming he'll go for a Haunt since it's off cooldown. No, he didn't. So I think he'll go for Haunt now. Which means I could go for an Avalanche for extra damage versus his team. But what I'm thinking is he'll probably bring in the Ruby Droplet and go for a Bubble. And I want to hit him before he gets that Bubble off. Which means I need my weather out. So even though I was suspecting he would go for Haunt, I'm going to go for Moonfire just so I have my weather. He doesn't have a weather changer on his team, so I'll be going first. Oh, he brought in Little Bling. I'm surprised he didn't go for this guy to bubble and drain blood. That'd be a big heal under Moonlight, especially versus Trunks. But he's gonna have a decent matchup here regardless, because he takes weak damage from my attacks. Well, from my when Alex fly. Okay. Do I try to save Trunks? I want to go for Avalanche, but I don't know if it's really worth it while he is. Extra plating. I think if I lose Trunks, I will lose. So I'm going to bring in the Rose type in, even though he takes weak, strong damage. I should have brought Mr. Delver. That would have been a much better matchup. Okay. Let's go for a blinding poison. I actually don't think it blinds inflation. I think inflation hits through it. No? Maybe it used to. Okay. Maybe it's the second round. I thought that inflation or stampede abilities were bugged, where they didn't get properly blinded by blind, but evidently not. Okay. Well, this is going to be some decent damage, especially if I can crit. Still 700, not bad. I'll take it. I think trading my type in for the Little Bling is probably my best bet. I think I have to go for a high roll. Is there any way I'm going to get my stun back if I need this high roll so much? Oh my goodness. What if I don't get the high roll? I think I'm just too far behind. Okay, thank goodness we didn't get a low roll. Because he could have killed me with Make It Rain if they all landed. Okay, he got a crit earlier. Unless he crits again, I should survive this Shadow Slash. And a low roll, I think, was enough to kill him. So we're going to hold on to this stun until he has his undead racial. Actually, do I go for the stun or the lucky dance? I think I go for the blackout kick. I just don't know if I will be able to kill that ruby droplet. I have so little health left on Trunks. Do I think he's gonna go for bubble or a heal? It's hard to say. I think regardless, I just have to go for Lucky Dance. It's my only win con. I'm kind of hoping he kills me here. He did. Okay. We have to get through 2 bubbles somehow. I don't know how that's going to happen. Even if I crit all these attacks, I think I just lose. Unless he just doesn't press bubble. Let's see. Let's go for a when Alex fly. It's about 780 damage. Okay, this is actually a little bit more damage. So I think what we do here is we go for the avalanche so that he doesn't heal after we attack. And then if I crit with when Alex fly, we can kill him. Actually, if I crit with either of these, I think I can win. And I do have a 30% crit buff. Okay, we win. I didn't need the crits. Just did too much damage. Did he drain blood while he was full HP? I wasn't really paying attention to what he was doing. I think he won if he didn't do that. I'm pretty sure he actually just used drain blood and healed for 0. Yeah, oops. That was a misplay. Okay. Little whoopsie doodle from him. Yeah, I'm not going to play Trunks again versus that guy. I should not have won. That was lucky. There is actually one team that might do better. And that is that with Trunks, I mean. I remember making a clone dance team. This is a team I made that was inspired by an old Close to Zero video, but I don't have Banfu leveled yet. Or yeah, Banfu. This one, Trunky Town. This could have, so I have a decoy breaker with Cyclone, aka a bubble breaker. But yeah, Gurgle versus the Valk was rough. Trunks versus Mechanicals is not great, and he has a decoy, so or a bubble. So I think if he plays correctly, this team will still lose. I might try it later because it looks like fun. But we could try another Trunks team with not Gurgle. So now I have strong damage versus the Valk, and I don't have. I don't have a decoy breaker though. I don't know. Well, I do. I have Maul, but I don't like using Maul as a decoy breaker. That's not ideal. Let's just look for other teams that look fun. Having an aquatic might be nice since he keeps playing that Velk. But there's only a couple aquatics that I tend to play. No decoy breaker here except for Maul. We already went over that. Okay, maybe I find a Mr. Delver team. Oh wait, I do have a decoy breaker, but it's not a bubble breaker. Yeah, it was cleanup, and that does not clean up. That does not remove bubble. Okay, I think Delver, Mr. Delver, with Okay, so he's not playing a weather. This team is 6-0. That's kind of hard to believe. Um, yeah, Mr. Delver versus the Ruby Droplet feels not great, and he's not fantastic versus Dibbler either. I mean, sorry, versus Little Bling. Um, is there another pet with like a good decoy breaker that I like to play a lot? Recently, I've been using Mr. Delver because he has turrets for decoys, and he's faster with the swap for versus Anomalous. Let's look through here, see what we got. Um, If I don't play a decoy with a decoy breaker, I guess I could just use a decoy. Trade a decoy for bubble. Okay, how about the Fiendish Imp? The Fiendish Imp is going to be good versus everything except the Idol. Do I have any teams that look fun? Oh, well, this team is literally named Decoy Breaker Overkill because I have Immolation and Trample. Um, let's try it out. Apparently it's 1-0. I don't remember that game. So it must not have been very... I don't think I was recording or anything. It must have been a boring game or something. Maybe it wasn't a video. I can't remember. I have brain damage, unfortunately. I like that team a lot too. Man, 7-0. Oh well, I've played this team more, so I'll play this team. I'm trying to come up with teams for Stardust. I just feel like Celestial Blessing is an underwhelming ability. It's crouch, but worse. Because when you use crouch, if you're faster, then the turn that you use it, you instantly take half damage. Whereas with this, you use it, you still take full damage on Stardust, and then you have to waste a turn to swap into somebody else just to proc the effect. And it literally can't be used at all on himself. Like if Stardust is the only pet left, he can't use it on himself the way like Mercolette can use Righteous Inspiration on himself. So even though it's like a cool ability, it's actually just terrible. And for some reason it has a 5-round duration, so you can't just put it up and then have it ready to go later on. You have to like set it up, which wastes a turn. You have to swap, which wastes a turn, which I went over already. And you only have 5 rounds to do it. Also, it's buggy. You can't like use Celestial Blessing on somebody that has like crouch and then stack both of them. I think if you use crouch, it'll just like remove Celestial Blessing or something. You only get 50%. You don't get 75% reduced damage. We have a green quality Micromancer, a Whomper, and Little Bling. I wonder if this could be the same guy. Maybe it's just another Little Bling player. Regardless, my Imp should be pretty useful here. I think what I will do is start with him, because he's going to be my MVP. These other pets aren't all that great. Ooh, nice. He started with a pet that I want to swap out. Is he going to juke me? Nah. No juke. Okay. We'll go for the immolation here. That was lucky. Okay, let's stay in an attack for a little bit. I could take some damage and then swap out and heal with my humanoid racial. Not sure why he's not going for Make It Rain. This guy must be a new pet battler. Okay. He should have definitely used Make It Rain if he has it, or at least set up a rocket. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. Don't want to have Little Bling versus my dinosaur. That would be not great. I think I probably want Stardust here because... I had a reason. Surely. Okay, so he's probably going to go for like a haunting song or something. I could actually swap him again. That'd probably be annoying. Is it worth it to bring in the guy that I do weak damage to? I think so. I do weak damage to him, but my immolation hits him on this turn. I think I can get away with a Celestial Blessing. It's probably worth more than 171 magic damage. Okay. I'm not mad that he keeps missing that. That is good for me. He usually does more damage than healing. And Stardust can't heal. Let's bring in the Imp. I have my Nethergate back, so if he decides to bring in the Micromancer, first of all, I have Celestial Blessing up, so I'm going to take no damage. But second of all, I could swap him out if he doesn't juke. I'm just not sure why he won't go for Make It Rain. He should at least go for Launch Rocket. That would be more damage than Smack That's while he is slower. I don't think this is the same guy as before. I think it's a different Little Bling player. Need to be a little bit careful about that Whomper, because of course he has the Wombo combo, Flash Freeze, Deep Freeze, and he will be faster than my Imp once he slows me. Let's go for the burn. He's probably going to go for that heal. I don't want that to go off. Am I lagging? Is he lagging? Somebody's lagging. Okay. Probably bring in Micromancer. I'll probably swap him. Question is, does he juke it? I have 3 almost full HP pets, and he's down to 1.5, so I'll be pretty astonished if he wins this. Is it worth setting up my immolation? Nope, nope. Let's just go for the Nethergate. It would be if he jukes, but I don't think he will. I don't see green quality pets juke Nethergates very often. We got a crit. I don't have any AoE to kill him on the back line. Let's go for an immolation. Probably go for a flash freeze. Maybe he goes for the YOLO. Oh, he is passing. Okay. Well, that's awkward because I really wanted him to put flash freeze on cooldown. I guess since he didn't, I just spam burns for a bit till he stops AFKing. He might have turned his computer off. It's hard to say. Maybe his mom pulled the router. That's how they get you. My team is a little troll. He might have gotten mad because I was just spam nethergating him with phase punches and nethergate, but it's hard to say. We'll nethergate him because that'll proc the undead racial at the end of his turn from immolation. Pretty much soloed him with my Fiendish Imp, but also he AFK'd for that second half of the game, so I was planning to bring in little Dazti versus the Womper since I probably took weak damage from his basic attack. But he never used his slow, so yeah, didn't have to. Alright, well, maybe we won't get that Ruby Droplet player anymore, so maybe I can get away with playing some more Trunk teams. Trunks teams. So we keep cute. I want to play the Vengeful Porcupet. I want to try this team out, but not versus three little blings in a row. We got Buttercup. Haven't tried this team yet. I do technically have two decoy breakers with Buttercup, but little bling versus Buttercup is a tough matchup. Oh, what am I so scared of? He's playing a green quality pet. Let's just queue. I don't know though. Buttercup and Trunks are both bad versus beasts. I mean, Buttercup is a beast, so he's bad versus mechanicals, and Trunks has a bunch of magic damage, so he's not very good versus mechanicals. I don't know if this is a wise move. Maybe I should play a different team. It's possible I don't get him again. I mean, he looked like he turned off his computer or something. This team has not done well. So I tried this combo, the Root Stinger with a Terracnid Ambusher, and the Jeweled Sapphire Whelpling. It did even worse. It went like 0 and 4. So I replaced the Jeweled Sapphire Whelpling with an MPD. It's still only 1 and 2. That's not very good. Maybe the Root Stinger is actually their weak link. I feel like the Terracnid Ambusher could be a fun pet if I'm queuing into a lot of Anomalous, because he's faster. I can root him, which is annoying for a lot of players because like good players will just like use their cooldowns and then swap, and they basically just press 1 or 2 big hitting cooldowns and then save their pets for later to either soak big attacks or to do that and or like use their cooldowns again once they come back. So you can root them. The downside is I buff his AoE damage with Toxic Fumes, unfortunately, but if he uses Toxic Fumes on the first turn, then I can Sticky Web him, and on the second turn I can Devour the Weak, and he'll die to like either of these attacks, I'm pretty sure, on the third turn. It's not obviously a great counter versus Anomalous because it is going to buff his Poison Protocol if he saves it until I've already pressed my Weather. Which I feel like a smart Anomalous will do, but I wonder if I should try a different team. Maybe I could try Stardust again with this team. So I have the Autumnal Sproutling, for like sandstorm pets, and then the MPD for like darkness pets, maybe. So it could do okay versus S tier teams, but clearly it's not done so well for me so far. What did I lose to? I don't remember that game. It was... Yeah, I just kept getting triple idols with that Arachnid ambusher, and I just couldn't do anything about it. I don't have the damage or health. My meta's been so toxic for the last couple days. I just couldn't even make videos. I mean, I guess I could, but I wouldn't find it fun to watch me get farmed by triple idols. Okay, random team. Got magic, undead, flyer. So his team makes a lot of sense. We got, well, undead takes weak damage from dragonkin abilities. I'm not sure how the flyer fits in actually. Kind of random pets. I think I'll start with the damp scrat. Okay. I didn't expect him to start with the bile scourge. What is he probably running? I'm guessing drain blood. Let's go for a great sting. Okay. He has reckless strike. Maybe I should have started with buttercup. Oh well. Let's see what he does. Bone bite. Okay. Well, this is going to be a great matchup for me. All right, Trunks, have fun. Such a silly combo. Got an extra crit chance if I want to go for Avalanche. I may as well because he has a magic racial. There are a lot of things that really mess with the Trunks combo. Bubble, stun, swaps, magic racial, mechanical, take weak damage. Did I say decoy? I said bubble. Is it worth saving him? I think I can win this 1v1. My weather's changed. I think what I'll do is I'll just spam when Elix fly. Oh. Yeah, let's soak that meteor strike on him. It will kill me. I'd rather take it on Trunks than these two. These pets are better. And I think I win this 2v2 easily. I'm assuming he has Crush, which is weak to Buttercup. Now, do I go for Call of Winter or Trample? I think what I do here is I go for Trample so that Scorched Earth hits him for one more tick. I don't think it'll kill him, but it does a lot of damage to him. And now he's low enough health that Call of Winter can kill him on the back line if he decides to swap. That was questionable. And now I have my weather so I can stun this guy before he tries to stun me. Good job, Buttercup. It's kind of a silly team. But I'd rather queue into that than triple bone serpent, so maybe I'll just try like some like super fun teams until I start fighting like scarier teams. Okay, so I had Stardust in this spot earlier. And that team went like 0-5, so let's try it with the Violent Pultrid and see if it does better. I think it'll be nicer having an AoE bleed instead of Celestial Blessing. There just wasn't really, yeah. It was too gimmicky, and even this team isn't all that great, but okay, so I Q into an idle instantly, unfortunately. These two pets aren't too scary, but can I beat an idle with this team? I really don't have much, like, at all versus idols. I feel like he'll start with the idol, and okay, what I will do is I'll start with Scaly, and we'll see what he does. It looks like he's starting with Icky. We'll probably go for Black Claw, so I can bleed him. And then I could use Fade, but I think it's better if I save it for later. So I'm just going to actually manually swap into... I guess it has to be the Poltrid. I cannot possibly bring in my Snapdragon, right? Is it worth going for Toxic Bite? I don't think so. Actually, I just realized what I should have done. That was a misplay. I should have went for Toxic Bite instead of Rip on the first round. Because I'm about to refresh my bleed. Yeah, that would have been a lot smarter. Oops. Well, I'm not so scared of Icky. I am scared of that idol, so I want to try to get as much damage into him as I can. Do I need to save my flying racial? It's not really that important. I think having some health on the Poltrid could be nice, but... it's hard to say if that trade was worth it. I was thinking about bringing in Scaly, but I still had one more round of Black Claw, so I'll bring him in here. Oh, he just went for Black Claw. Okay. Well, now I guess I'll go for Toxic Bite. He'll probably go for Flock again. Okay. Let's go for Toxic Bite. Just gonna have to eat a round of Flock. It is weak damage versus me, and it's only the first round, so I think that was worth it. Now is probably not a terrible idea to use Fade. Maybe I should have just used Fade in the opener. I wish I used Toxic Bite at the start. That was not the move to go for Rip. I wasn't thinking ahead. And versus this kind of pet, I need to play better to win. Wait, oh, it brings in the Poltrid. Oh, I didn't really want that. Maybe I just have to sacrifice him here. It feels so bad to do, though. Oh well, I think it's what I have to do. I don't want to take the Sandstorm on my aquatic. And Scaly has Shatter Defenses. Unfortunately, he also takes strong damage from the idol, so... okay, I'm going to go for the Rip because I need a Land of Blood in the Water on the idol. It's going to not be a great trade, though. He's about to hit me hard. Ow. Honestly, maybe I just sacrifice Scaly. And then I hope that my Snapdragon pup can 1v1 the Ankle Render. I mean, the Ankle Render is a PvE pet. Okay, okay. That was the lowest of low ends. I don't know how I survived there. That's actually crazy. Crazy lucky that I didn't die. Now, I don't have another way to put a bleed on the Zandalar Ankle Render. Do I think he's going to go for a deflection? If he does, it's not the end of the world. It's the end of the world. I'm pretty not excited about that. But my thinking is I had a dot rolling on him. My Blood in the Water is going to be useless versus the Ankle Render. Obviously, I would have preferred to land that Blood in the Water. But we kind of forced the deflection. Oh, that's a nice miss. Where is it? We might just get an RNG win here. I am full HP, and he is not. If he has Primal Cry, probably use it first. Do I go for Dive? I think he's going to use one of these two abilities first. But he also might go for... I'm predicting a Primal Cry. Let's see what he does. Ah, he went for Black Claw. I should have went for an attack. Now I'm going to proc his Racial. Okay, he does have Leap. I think I can just kill him in 2 Water Jets before he kills me. Yeah, I'm faster now. Yeah, I forgot. Leap is only 1 turn. Okay. Well, it's a good thing he didn't have better pets than the Ankle Render and Icky. Those are PvE pets. That idol was scary. Also, I misplayed in the opener. I don't know why didn't I think to Toxic Bite. Lesson learned for next time. Let's pick another fun team because right now we're just kind of getting well, fun pets. No need to play my S tier teams. I feel like I made this team back when the Briarhorn was a mechanical. And that's why I have the critters to take weak damage from elementals. This team looks a little bit silly. I do have a weather changer. Let's try it. If I queue into that last guy, it should be a fair fight, I think. I have a weather changer. He has a weather changer. I don't play with Nomelia very often because a lot of the time I'm queuing into like anomalous and faster pets, and Nomelia is only 273. But I like her moveset a lot. Actually, I'm running Crush. Is that the move? Should I be running? Nah, I think Crush is good because I want damage diversity. Ah, why did I not have Crush? That would be useful. Oh, he ran away. Well, I don't think he ran away. I think he forfeited so fast he probably got ported out of a Midnight Zone. So what did he have? He had a Stunted Shardhorn, a Meadow Stomper Calf, and a Nexus Whelpling. That would have been an interesting matchup. I'm going to pick another team because I changed my mind. I don't want to have this one. Let's see here. Let's play another fun-looking team. Let's play this team. This team is silly. Got Haunt Consume Corpse. Have Dazzling Dance with a 284 speed that has Nibble. Not sure if that combo is worth it, but Dazzling Dance can come in handy. It's mostly for Rattlejaw because he's only 276. Oh wait, yeah, 276 speed. So he really benefits from the speed. Plus I can buff his heal with Moonlight. Okay, this guy ran away again? He must be... There's no way he's forfeiting that fast. Actually, this is a really... This is a really not great matchup. He has 2 beasts and I have a critter. He has a Nexus Whelping and I'm playing a Cobalt Raven. That's probably not the move. Okay, well, we got, looks like probably the same guys, but yeah, it's the same Dwayne Johnson idol. He's playing Bone Shard, which is a PvE pet. He's actually really good in a lot of PvE fights. Because you can just, like, Blistering Cold and dots and stuff. But, I suspect... He started with Icky before. I suspect he'll start with Bone Shard. I'm going to start with my Scurrying Marat. Yeah, he started with Bone Shard. Nibble does strong damage, interrupts him, and really has no downside, so let's do that. Now, Chop does strong damage to me, so I sacrifice half my health whenever I use Haunt. But I think it's worth it. Although the Marad is pretty bad versus the Idol. No, I take that back. I have Haunt, Haunt could be very nice versus the idol, especially if I can haunt into a Moonfire to change his weather from Sandstorm so that he takes full damage from it. Okay, so we went for Blistering Cold. That was... didn't expect that. Let's see. No, I didn't mean to do that. Ah, dang it. I meant to bring in Rattlejaw. I don't want to be taking damage on my Cobalt Raven. Ah. Oh well. Oh, that was a questionable swap. Maybe he thought that I would bring in my Rattlejaw. I don't know why he would do that. Oh, I see what he's doing. Yeah, it's not questionable. He's doing the rotation. He is bringing in Black Claw for the Blistering Cold. So I will stay in for one round to eat the Black Claw. It's going to hurt real bad with Frostbite, but... Okay, 166 was not exactly the definition of hurting real bad. But now he's going to have Blistering Cold with Flock, which if I had Black Claw up, I would just die instantly. Okay, I can consume Corpse for one more turn for about 200 healing. That's maybe not the move. Oh, that was a nice triple. Wow, that was lucky. He should not have died. I don't think he died without a triple with a crit. It's actually pretty insane. Well, I have Shattered Defenses and Frostbite up. Should I stay in? Should I kill him? That's actually a good question because I want to take out his Undead Racial. But I need Rattlejaw versus the Idol. But I can consume Corpse. Urgh! I panicked. At the end of the day, I have consumed Corpse. I think I can afford to take some damage. So, let's bring in the Mawrat. We take weak damage from Blistering Cold. Oh no. We also took weak damage from that if he landed it. That was silly of him to have that. He should have just taken Bone Shield. I don't know. Bone Storm. That could have been troublesome. Let's nibble. He's gonna go for a Sandstorm. Who do I eat that on? I really want to land a Haunt on him. Let's bring in the Cobalt Raven. I can change the weather on him. He is slower than all my pets already, so Dazzling Dance is irrelevant. Do I go for the Moonfire? Yes! Because I figured he might go for Deflection. If he didn't, I hit him with Moonfire, and if he does, well now, I can haunt him for free. There's no Sandstorm to make me miss. Even if he crits, I survive. Unless he crits and like rolls a 423. Like, this is just a guaranteed haunt. I could go for the Nibble, but I won't because I'm on a timer. Sandstorm comes back soon. So even though Nibble is free damage, it's not really free because of that Sandstorm cooldown. Okay, it's my weather, not his. Is it worth going for Bone Barrage? He's going to Sandstorm soon. I still think it's worth it, especially if they all land. Wow, that was a lot of damage. I've gotten crazy good RNG with Bone Barrage this game. He might heal. He might Deflection. I think he will. Yeah, he did. All right. Yeah, this idol's tough to beat, but he's a lot scarier whenever he's paired with S tier pets and not PvE pets. All right, we leveled. Hmm. That's a pretty good ability. I'll take it. All right, let's go for one more win. Keep getting idols. I think I'll play this team I was looking at earlier. White Hawk. Oh, I have two teams with it. Let's play this one. Let's play Trunky Town. So I got a Weather Changer. Got a Decoy Breaker. I got lots of nice strong damage versus idols, which I keep queuing into. If I keep queuing into like a fun team, this should be a pretty strong team. If I queue into S tier pets, then yeah, it's not exactly going to beat Anomalous Idol with a Bone Serpent or anything, but it's okay. We'll see what we queue into. We haven't had any like try hard teams so far tonight. It's all been like B tier pets and then random idols here and there. But yesterday, if you're looking at these logs, oh my gosh, it's just brutal. Oh, okay, there we go. There's the S tier team. Anomalous, Living Sandling, and Stormborn well playing. Is there even a smidgen of a chance that I can beat this guy? Well, it sure doesn't look good. My whole team is so bad versus Anomalous. What can I possibly do? I think what I do here... I think I stun him? Throw up my Lucky Dance, and then swap to Blighthawk. He has a Magic Racial, so Trunks is not the move here. Although, maybe if I get some crits, yeah, I do have a 30% crit chance with Lucky Dance, so maybe that could save me here. I would say my chances of winning this game are like less than 10%. It's not looking good. This is just this combo alone. I mean, the Stormborn Whelpling isn't that great, but these two alone are just going to be brutal unless I'm playing an anti-Sandstorm team of some sort. We have Uncanny Luck, so I think what I do here is I stay in on my Blighthawk and I burn down Anomalous. He's not going to be trying to swap because I have Cyclone and Avalanche, so I can kill him on the back line. He was smart to go for Void Nova first because he's going to be able to get off another one unless Cyclone comes in clutch and needs to kill him. And Cyclone has to hit him. He's still above his Magic Racial. Magic Racial for Anomalous is 362. This Cyclone needs to save me right now, and it does have an 85% chance to hit him. Come on, come on, come on, Cyclone. No, of course he missed. Ugh, dang it. Well, he gets off another Void Nova, and Trunks is going to be half HP. He's going to die in one hit from Sandstorm. Well, he does have a Magic Racial, but doesn't look good. All he has to do is just come in and quicksand with his Living Sandling, and then he can Sandstorm to kill Gurgle. I had an 85% chance for Cyclone to hit him there. That's so unlucky. Maybe he'll fuck up and not press quicksand. That's really my only chance. Oh, he's throwing. He's throwing. He's trying to let me win. Okay. Well, I can bring in Gurgle now because I'm not slowed by quicksand. That was a huge throw. Obviously I'm gonna go for that blackout kick. Now, do I try to burn him down with deep claws? Statistically, I should kill him in 2 hits, but hmm. Maybe I hit him once and then Lucky Dance. That seems like the move here. Yeah, we Lucky Dance. He's gonna probably go for the quicksand. Okay. I wonder if he wastes Sandstorm. Nah, he just has to punch me. Ah, even though he threw, I think I could still just lose. He's gonna hit me so hard with Sandstorm. Is a crit enough to maybe win me the game? Maybe if I crit with Moonfire here? Uh, okay, so go first here with Wind Elix Fly. But I don't think a crit is enough damage to one-shot the Stormborn Whelpling. Ah, is it? Wait, my move is bugging out. I have to go first here because he's faster. I mean, I have to go for Wind Elix Fly and just hope that I crit. I don't think it's... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe... Was that... I think if I crit, I could have won there. And I had a 30% chance. Ah, dang. Maybe I should have... maybe I shouldn't have went for the attack with Gurgle. Maybe I should have just went for Lucky Dance and then brought in Trunks. Um... Yeah, maybe that would have been better. Ah, oh well. Okay, well, time to play an S tier team. Let's pick something quickly and try to snipe them. I made another team, but I don't know if it's good enough to beat them. It had an idol on it. Blessed Idol. Do I think this team can win? Let's try it out. It's designed to fight teams like that, so I don't really want to queue into fun teams with it. So I'm hoping I get a rematch. I think the Karaji Guardling is a better pick here, but I play so much of the Karaji Guardling. I wanted to experiment with Celestial Blessing and then the high health pool from the idol. He doesn't have Toxic Fumes, so his team could be a lot scarier for sure. The Gleamhoof Fawn is a fantastic living sandling counter. Stormborn Whelpling, a little bit of a weird pet, but yeah, the Karaji would just be better. All right, well, I think, I don't know actually. I think I'll just start with the idol. That's safe because I know he doesn't have a weather effect. I could just go for Sandstorm and just kind of 1v1 him here. I was thinking about bringing a Stardust to swap him out, but then I'll be taking like a quick sand on my Stardust. I don't know if that would be worth. First of all, starting with the pet that I don't really want to be on, and second of all, like wasting a global and Celestial Blessing and then passing another turn to. I think it works out just fine that I start with the idol here, mostly because he doesn't have the weather. If he had Toxic Fumes, I think it would have been better for me to start with Stardust, but I can just kind of counter all of his AoE effectively with Sandstorm on cooldown. Wonder if he'll save Anomalous for later. Looks like he's not trying to do that. Okay. Would really like to not miss here. I don't want him to get off another Void Nova. It is nerfed by Sandstorm, but it's still a lot of damage. Alright, good job, Idol. 3v2. But I'd say the Living Sandling's still the scariest pet. He's even harder to beat than Anomalous. Although, I do have the Gleamhoof Fawn, so... Suspect he'll go for a... Arcane Storm here. Oh, he went for Lightning. I guess he has... Oh! Oh, that's unfortunate. I am so sad for you that your lightning missed. That is a real bummer. Okay, well, free damage. And now it's buffed by lightning. So an extra 40. Swap him out. Um. Oh man, that's just so nice that he missed his lightning. I think I would have won anyways, but now I definitely will. There's no hope. It's all over. I have Sanctified Ground up, bringing in my Gleamhoof Fawn. I take 50% reduced damage from that Sandstorm, and now I can heal up all my pets with the protection of Sandstorm. And I take weak damage from lightning. It's game over. Well, I don't take reduced damage from lightning yet, but once I have my Nature's Ward up, I will. Oh, this team would be so much scarier if he just had like a Bone Serpent or a Darkness Pet of any kind, except for the Stormborn Whelpling. That's making my life so much easier. Well, we still have Celestial Blessing up, so um, not sure if I want to take that quicksand on my bunny. Hmm. If he crits, he could actually maybe kill me. I'm not sure. I might have to swap to soak the sandstorm on somebody else. 695. Do I risk the crit? Hmm. Hmm. Surely no crit, right? Whew, that was close. Okay. Let's go for a refresh on that Nature's Ward and get on out of here. Maybe it would have been safer for me to not take that, but it paid off. Okay, so do I bring in Stardust or the Idol? I think the Idol, because Stardust is faster than the Dragon. While my Idol does do strong damage to the Dragon, he's gonna be slower, which means he'll be proccing his racial and hitting me first, and that might be bad. Do I think he's gonna go for the Quicksand? I do. He's in a pretty bad spot here. Oh, and he doesn't have the slow, so I'm going to be able to get off my Sandstorm um, before he can slow me, and I can kill him. Okay, now, Call Lightning does kill me. Do I just go for the Sandstorm? I think I will go for the Sandstorm. It's weak damage versus the Dragon. It reduces his Thunderbolt and basically forces him to use Call Lightning into my deflection. Okay, or I could just do like no damage with Thunderbolt because I have Sandstorm up already. I think I can sacrifice my idol and not be too sad about it. Watching idols die makes me happy, so a little less happy that's my idol, but it's a dead idol nonetheless. Only good kind of idol's a dead one. Still have my magic racial intact. He has a dragonkin racial, but it doesn't matter. I got a magic racial. Do I go for Celestial Blessing? What if I miss right now? I just feel like the game is going to make me miss. Yeah, let's go for the Celestial Blessing. That way, if he somehow kills me instantaneously, I at least have a crouch for my Gleamhoof on and he'll be okay. It didn't matter. Cool. Alright, well, it looks like the fun games are over, so maybe I'll queue some more in a bit and play some S tier teams into these anomalous sandstorms. But I think that's 5 or 6 wins for me. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those two don't count. 6. Oh, 7. Cool. Couple bonus games in today. So, gonna wrap it up for there. Queue some more later, and I'll see you all in the next one.